In front of me are the 4 most used PEX fitting types. Each comes in either brass or polyplastic, and I'll break down what each is individually so you know which one is the best for you. These are crimp fittings, which are the most used. These are push fittings, which accommodate PEX and copper. These are called expansion fittings, which look like crimp but are different, and these right here are press fittings by Viega. Crimp fittings are the most commonly used type of fitting and most competitively priced, so it's easy to find in most supply houses, home improvement stores, or online retailers. It's available in brass or poly, and obviously you'll need a crimp tool and crimp rings for connection. Unless you're using the clamp method, then you'll need the cinch tool with cinch clamps. These are the biggest manufacturers of crimp and cinch fittings by brand. Crimping is compatible with all types of PEX tubing except for PEX-AL-PEX. Push fit, also known as push-to-connect fittings, are the only fittings that don't require any PEX tools or rings to make a connection with tubing. When you insert the tube or pipe, a special composite mechanism securely locks and seals the pipe, preventing it from leaking or popping out of the fitting. This inner circle right here is a stiffener. Its purpose is to provide extra support when using PEX tubing. Copper pipes don't require this, so you can take this right out of the tube. The fitting can be removed with this disconnect clip. You just place it on and you pull it. Push fittings are compatible with copper piping, CPVC, and all types of PEX except for PEX-AL-PEX. And also note that push fittings are not available in Echo Brass. Here are some of the manufacturers of push fit fittings. For expansion type fittings, you'll need an expanded tool and PEX sleeves. This is to be used only with PEX-A tubing. You can check our video explaining the differences between PEX-A and B and PEX-AL-PEX. These come in brass or poly and are manufactured by brands like Sioux Chief or Up Honor. Lastly, you have press connection fittings, which are installed with a press tool and press sleeves. These are made by Viega and can be used in potable water. The press connections are available for all types of PEX tubing. All of your metal fitting options are made of brass, and there's 2 types of brass used here. C46500 lead-free brass is used by most manufacturers and is the most competitively priced. C69300 brass alloy, or Echo Brass, is considered a DZR brass because it's resistant to dezinkification. Dezinkification is bad because when it removes zinc from metal, it leaves behind a porous structure with less mechanical strength. Polyplastic fittings are made from PPSU alloy, which is a polymer that exhibits excellent stability, strength, heat, and chemical resistance. Polyplastic can be used in hydronic heating and potable water applications and has a max temperature rating of 200 degrees Fahrenheit. When using polyplastic, there's zero corrosion and it costs less than brass. A downside of poly fittings is a thicker build of the plastic, so the diameter is smaller than the diameter in a brass fitting. These also don't allow for sweat connections, obviously. If you'd like to know how the connections are made for each fitting, you could check out our other videos on the topic. And let us know in the comments section which fitting you prefer and why. And thanks for watching the video.